Now referees are entry to the court. The weight category is 67 kilogram. We invite the blue, Donghua, China, in the World Taekwondo Federation's Olympic ranking, number 14.
67 келіден жоғары салмақ дәрежесі бойынша көк бұрышқа Ли Донгхуа шығады. Қытай WTF олимпиадалық рейтингінде нөмірі 14.
We invite the red, ALAMO Rosana from Spain, in the WTF's Olympic ranking, number 11.
67 келіден жоғары салмақ дәрежесінде қызыл бұрышқа ALAMO Rosana, Испания, WTF олимпиадалық рейтингіндегі нөмірі 11.
Here's Rosana ALAMO. Comfortable 8-1 result over the local Kazakhstani, but a very tight win over, and that's a good win. The world number 2 dispatched in the quarter-final. As for Li Donghua, well, she had a big one, a big 4-2 victory in the quarter-final against the Olympic gold medalist and semi-finalist in Grand Prix number 1. Malika Mandic. Referee for our match, Abdulreza Bahari from Iran. Well, no messing about here, Mike.
Don't ask me to call this one, Adrian.
We've really had a great time with it, haven't we?
Yep.
Here's the world number 14 against the world number 11. World number 14 in blue. And Li Donghua and ALAMO Rosana, which from Spain.
Well, it's two powerhouse nations, China and Spain. Spain dominant in Europe for many years, from the mid-90s onwards, and China, an emerging force that are really, because of the Olympic impact, have done so well. Prior to Beijing in 2008.
Yep. A little bit tactical again. Usually happens, doesn't it? First early periods, just sizing each other up, looking at your opponent. Like, when you go into a bout like this, do you spend a bit of time just sizing up your opponent, seeing what their armour is, seeing what they've got?
Oh, totally. Yeah, I think it's at this level. Then you've studied most of your opponents. You'll know they've been watching video, film of everybody in this category, really.
Can go there to red. And there's some real attack coming in there from a Chinese athlete, Li Donghua. She's both these athletes, very similar heights, very similar builds. There's not going to be much between them, is there? This is a good Taekwondo battle, isn't it? This is, there's nothing physical. It's down to total skill and ability now.
I think what you see is a very, very tactical game. I think sometimes people tune into Taekwondo expecting something like a kickboxing match or a martial arts film, but it's more like a tactical, a very physical game of chess.
Yeah.
And really you've got to think before you move in this.
Chess can be quite physical at times, though, but not as much as this. There's a little banding up of the blue. Just about 10 seconds to go. It's been quite a quiet little affair.
The Chinese player, the Spanish player tends to lean onto the back leg, take the weight on the back leg, looks to score off with the front leg. which is quite a defensive style.
Yeah.
China's going to hold on for a little bit. She won't attack too much just yet, being cautious about the counter kicks.
Well, there we go. First period 0-0. In fact, I think the Spanish athlete is wearing a top that's got Ukraine written on the back of it. I think she's got so far in the competition, she possibly hasn't got a spare top.
No, it is a Spain. It's Spain. The ESP it is. Yeah. It's the Spanish.
Are you
it's
sure?
the Spanish uniform.
Oh, sorry. No, I mean the Chinese athlete. Sorry, I'm mixing up there. The blue athlete looks as if she's got a Ukraine on the back. We'll have a little look at that in a second.
That's what I didn't notice.
Here's the replays.
Yes,
oh, no,
China.
it is China. There you go. It's just angular letters that's put me off.
That's it.
A couple of highlights here from the first. You can see both players looking for attack. Both of them appealing for a point there.
Well, when the Spanish player comes off the front leg, digs in off the back, comes off the front leg, then the back kick is a good counter option for attack.
Yeah.
I think we'll see more back kicks from China, and again, we'll see the kicks. I think China will start to go high more often.
1-0 after the first period. Not a lot to write home about. Both players cancelling each other out a little bit there. But now we'll develop this a little bit. China did have a good competition at the Grand Prix #1 in Suzhou. And from here on, we go to Manchester for Grand Prix #3 towards the end of October, and then the Grand Prix finals in Mexico in December, all of which will be live streamed and also live on TV all around the world. It's these sports are truly multinational. 50 countries here in Kazakhstan. And of course, this isn't an open event either, is it? This is these are events for the best of the best, so it's invite only.
No, this is the best level of competition that we'll see outside of the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
The World Championships are much bigger, but at the same time you have weaker, smaller nations, developing nations coming through.
Yeah.
The gaps are not as big as they were, to be truthful. As teams learn more, more technology and sport is used and things. So the gap isn't. You don't really see the big whitewashers that we used to see, but these are the best athletes.
Yeah. So far, period 2 going pretty much the same way as period 1. Has a good kick there, and unlucky Li Donghua.
That's good defence. It was good defence. Chinese lucky not to get warning there for blocking with a leg. Now we see the headshot. She's going for the headshot off the back leg.
Just one warning so far. One can go against Red, the Spanish athlete. Launches in there, but easily defended by China in blue. Simon Alamo. She actually won 1-0 in her quarter-final, so she's quite comfortable with low-scoring bouts. She won 8-1 in her earlier round, but that 1-0 was against Olga Ivanova, the world #2. And Li Donghua, of course, has put out the world #3 in Milika Mandic. So both these athletes have totally earned their right to be here tonight. When you've got the world #2, world #3 sat in the stands watching the match.
Well, absolutely. Of course, Milika Mandic was the gold medalist from London 2012 and an outstanding performer. So, yeah, very credible victories there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the crane there is actually short, so you can see where they're going with that.
That crane is certainly getting it. Yeah, just hope we don't have a little accident there. It is a bit of an innovation, but I hope the guy's done his health and safety course on that crane.
I think he's trying to hit the Chinese notification board there. He's so close to it.
So 0-0, but I think for the purist, it's the tactics. I think more enjoyable. In fact, our director didn't think there was any highlights in that particular round, and he might be right, actually.
I think we'll see it all in the last minute.
Yeah.
I think there'll be, there might be an early point.
So here we go, third and final round.
China going for the headshot again.
Yeah, China having their. There's definitely a bit more energy here, and Li Donghua has just hurt her left foot there. You see the pain. It is you can get some quite nasty little injuries with the feet here. As they're not wearing shoes or anything, that's just a little scoring pad on the foot, so you can sure you've seen the odd bad toe injury and people bend toes back. It's pretty painful. Oh, well.
Second Kyung-go against red, so that'll give the Chinese a 1-point lead now.
Yep. Simon ALAMO is down. Automatic Kyung-go. Point to blue. And as you know, they're cancelling each other out with their styles here, aren't they? They both seem, you know, that could be the winning point in the match. But now at least Simon ALAMO has got to do something about this now. She may have to put herself at risk a little bit here.
Good counter to the body there, not quite scoring.
Minute to go.
She's going for it now. That's it. You can almost see that minute countdown just about to start.
Yeah.
There's a near headshot there.
Oh, and
Spain played for the headshot, just fell short.
Yeah. She's celebrating that, but
well, that's to try and influence the judges.
Yeah.
She didn't actually believe it was a point, but she's just trying to influence the judges. Again, before we had video replay, that was quite a common tactic that we used to use.
Yeah. Oh, we've got to stop here. Something's technically, the screen is suddenly says pause on it, and I think we have a technical.
It's the registration with the PSS. It stopped as soon as there's an interference with the signal.
Yeah.
That warning comes up on the screen, so it's paused. The corner judges bring it to the attention of the referee, because obviously he's watching the athletes. He's firstly and foremost concerned with their safety.
Now, in the bad old days, you know, there was in fact, this looks like an official's handset that isn't communicating, so it's not an athlete; it's actually an official. But yeah, so bad old days of not so many years ago, perhaps there was occasions where actual vests stopped communicating and people didn't realise until after the bout was over, and that's thankfully been stopped now, and they've really moved on to a next level of technology.
Yeah, it was pre-Olympics 2012 that sort of technology really was developed to a fine point for London 2012. And obviously there was that system failure. Oh, headshot up there, headshot.
Oh. And she
That's it.
It's two. She's been given two though. Now, yes, the officials are going to say, no, hold on a minute. There was only one headshot there.
Well, I saw one, but there was quite a combination of movements, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see the replay on here as well. If a replay comes on, the referees are just discussing it.
Yeah, the PSS scoring system we were talking about, that was introduced. Then scored an extra point. It was a reverse kick. It was a reverse kick. That's what they're disputing. So there's two. They scored two kicks.
That was a 7-point. It's 8-1. 8-1.
Another Kyung-go against red. She's 30 seconds left. This
is all over, isn't it? Yeah. Well, what an incredible 7 points scored in that one particular movement. I really look forward to seeing that. Hopefully, at the in the highlights afterwards. But there's a head kick from red.
No video replay. I'd have thought they'd have called that. Yes, he's done it. He's appealing.
Spanish coach is up here like a shot, and he's going to have that one reviewed. And it looked like a head kick all over to me.
Well, reverse kicks would be 4-pointer if he has gone.
Kyung-go's been given as well to against red, so it's now gone to 9-1.
The red break is for video replay.
And we have a video review, which
if it scores, it'll be 4 points. 9-5, 20 seconds, just less than 20 seconds. So it's still an opportunity for the Spaniards to come back into this.
Well, both players.
No, it's rejected. It's rejected.
Rejected. Wow.
We'll have a look at that in the replays later, maybe.
Well, it looked like a head kick, but there you go. I don't think it really matters because even with a win there, that would have still been. It still would have been 9-5. It's 9-1 now, and this bout is all over. Comfortable win for China as we get into the last 10 seconds. Spain are putting in a bit of a ferocious, but there you go, 0-0 after 2 periods, and it all happens again in the third, doesn't it?
In the last minute of the third round as well.
I think Chinese athlete happy to accept a Kyung-go there for going out the court, but it's all over. 9-1 to China, and Li Donghua absolutely stormed that one in the third period. She was holding back all the way.
The winner is blue, Li Donghua from China.
Xitoydan kelgan sportchi Li Donghua.
Canelo.